Spring Break 2018. This is our first stop on our trip. This is Arches National Park. Arches was established April 12th, 1929. They have over 2,000 natural arches in this park. Here we are walking up to the Balanced Rock. Now, if you ever wonder on these hiking videos, why do you hear music playing or voiceovers? It's because it's very, very windy. I'm wearing the GoPro on a chest strap, so in addition to the wind, you can just hear me breathing heavy. You can hear me talking, but the microphone is very close away from the boys, or I should say very far away from the boys, so you really can't hear them say anything. Here's me taking a selfie. I tried to do that at least once. Moms are always behind the camera. Okay, here we are walking at the beginning of the trail to the Delicate Arch. Delicate Arch is one of the most iconic arches in the park. That's the one you see on the license plate for Utah. It was a long hike, I think about 3 miles altogether. Looking back, that's where we parked the car. Here we are walking. There's a family in front of us. Notice the small toddlers, and Dad is holding a baby there. This is important a little later on. This is Slick Rock that we're walking up. Jimmy keeps noting that there's a large seam of some sort of ore that runs through this in several places. He's pointing it out right there. Very interesting rock formations around here. So there they are talking about that again today. And here in just a minute, I'm going to suggest, hey guys, get a little bit away from that edge. I didn't want them to slide off. So we are wearing these heavy, heavy packs. Jim was determined that we were going to do some hiking, some hardcore hiking. So as you see, everybody else has packs on too. But we could have taken our stuff out of it. These are heavy packs. I'm guessing mine was about 25 pounds. Now, Jimmy and Dee, they were having an argument, or I should say a lively discussion regarding the weight to ratio of size. Jimmy arguing that technically his pack is weighing more when you account for his size. I'm guessing it was probably about the same. I think that is a 45 or maybe a 50-liter backpack that Jimmy's wearing, and Dee is wearing a 60. I'm wearing a 50-liter. Okay, continuing our walk to the Delicate Arch. It was cold that day. It was nice and cool, very, very windy. We did make sure to take water with us. If you do this in the summertime, they do recommend that you take quite a bit of water with you to avoid dehydration. Probably also a good idea to wear some sunscreen while you're at it. So this is about where we ended up going the wrong way. And it wasn't so bad at first. And yeah, not so bad at first. Notice there's not really any people around here. Made a bit of a wrong turn. There's somebody walking by, but the crowd is not there. So pay attention, because this is why you want to pay attention. Look how slick that is off to the right. Oop, Jimmy slips a little bit. That's a long way down there, and it's not a sheer face, but it's very, very steep. And if you were to slide down that, you would probably lose all the hide. So you can see I'm kind of pawing my way along, slowly but surely. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, how do they even take those babies and toddlers? This can't be right. There's the Delicate Arch there in the background. So we continue along. This was very scary. I'm a bit afraid of heights, and as you can see, that's very slick. I did not want to slide off in that hole. Jimmy and I are actually discussing at this point if that fills up with water, and we're thinking it probably does if they get some rain, because all of this slick rock slopes down to that pit. So again, we're getting a little bit closer to the Delicate Rock over there on the right. Interesting little pitted rock formations to the left. There's a nice view. Jimmy's actually squatted down tying his shoe. Okay, he stood up. We're heading there a little bit further. We're right over that pit to the right. I am pretty much on my hands and knees. The wind has really picked up, and I am ready to get off of this slope. It's making me nervous. So we get over to this edge, and Dee is down there at the end. You can see how windy it is. My backpack strap is flopping around. I stop here. I'm actually going to get up on the next level where it's a little bit more secure. Crawling, hand. Yep, not going this way again. Yeah, I was really wondering how people with the small children did this. I was like, there's no way. I'm pretty much in a hurry to get off of this. I'm going to climb up here to this next level. I'm not sliding off, I'm just resting. Looks like I'm sliding down. So still crawling along. Here at the end, there's Dee and there's Jimmy, and I tell them we are not going that way again because that is not safe. So I kind of figure it out when I see all these other people. Well, there's the delicate arch. Down there, you can see Jimmy and Dee walking back from it. There's that pit. The light wasn't so good. We didn't get a very good picture because of the lighting. A lot of people like to hike out there and photograph that in the morning. Walking around here, these people, they drop their lunch. It goes rolling down in that pit. It was a tangerine, or we call them cuties. So we're walking back up here, and I'm taking a guess that the trail is on the back side of this rock. And it is. You can see all the people coming from there. So we're going to make our way up here and hopefully find the trail. And I tell you, my kids are very spry. You know, I try to stay in shape, but I'm not in that great of shape. But they were always way ahead of me. So, yep, there's the trail. And we have a tourist that stopped to take our picture so that we could get a nice family picture with the arch in the background. See the arch on the cell phone. And, yep, here we are going down the trail. Now, this is can be pretty intense. There are some drop-offs there to the right. So if you do go and you do have small children, you need to keep a hold of them because they could fall off that edge. But it is a nice wide trail. You can see there's room for people to walk both directions. So going down here. And this is walking back down the Slick Rock. The camera doesn't do it justice, but the sky was just beautiful. It is getting a little dark there, getting kind of starting to get cooler as the sun goes down. All right, these are the petroglyphs. And you can see the sign on the right. It had a picture of a horse, what that looked like. But that's right there in the middle of the screen. You should be able to see some white spots on the rock. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, those are very old petroglyphs. And the estimate of years that they gave, it was kind of a wide variety, but definitely very old and very cool.
We are staying in this man's house.
Oh, it's somebody's house?
Yeah, they converted it into a restaurant.
Cool.
That was good. I was about to say it kind of looked like a
And
mansion.
there's a whole bunch of uranium.
A uranium? That's cool.
Where? Where?
Did you not read the story on that?